Hey guys, it is February the 6th, 2024, and back to the regular videos again. Thank you so much guys for watching the interviews that I did with David. I found David to be a really nice guy. He's really cool. I really appreciate him coming on and doing those couple of interviews with me, and I really appreciate him coming back and redoing the videos with me, because I totally messed that one up the first go round. I recorded the first, I think we did like 2 hours the first time, and there was absolutely no audio to the video at all, so I totally dropped the ball on that one right there. But thank you, David, for redoing those with me this last Saturday. And once again, guys, thank you so much for everybody that watched. And thank you so much for everybody for the interest in the cup. I've got a couple more that are getting made right now. I did not make it to the t-shirt place yesterday. I just wasn't feeling good yesterday, and I just didn't go. I'm going to go over there at some point this week. I spoke with them last week, and they told me that the lady will be there until 2 o'clock, the one that does the screen printing, and I just got to go meet with her at some point. I might go talk with her tomorrow. I've got to go to my dentist tomorrow, and I've got an appointment for that filling that fell out last week, so I might stop by there tomorrow after my dentist appointment. Just depends on what time, but I will get by there at some point this week and talk with them, and I'll let you guys know what happens with that. But anyway, once again, thank you so much for watching the interviews with David. I really appreciate it, and thank you for all the kind words, everyone. That was so nice of you. But today, I want to talk about a question that I get a lot, and I think it's a rather important one. And today I want to talk about when will I start feeling better after I've quit drinking? And before I get into today's video, I do want to go ahead and just throw a quick disclaimer out there that I am not a doctor. I've said this a bunch of times, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm not associated with anybody in the healthcare profession. This is just advice that's coming from me. Take it as you will. But I know a lot of people have quit recently, or there's people that are watching the channel who are just now thinking about quitting drinking. And there's a lot of people that want to know, well, I've quit and I still feel bad, and when am I going to start feeling better? And that's all really subjective. It really depends on how much you drank, how long you drank, how old you are. There's just a lot of different factors to when you're going to start feeling better. So that's a hard one to say, but I can give you some roundabout ideas. The first thing I want to talk about is like what are you going to experience when you do stop drinking? And once again, I've said this a bunch of times. If you are drinking now and you're considering stopping drinking, please consult with a physician before you do so. Quitting drinking abruptly can be life-threatening. There's some serious complications that come along with it. So depending on the frequency of your drinking, like I said, and how long, and your age, doctor might want to help you through the process. There are certain drugs and things like that they can give you to help you through it, especially to keep you from going into DTs, delirium tremens, having hallucinations, things of that nature. You might need to go to a hospital or go to a facility to detox in. It just all depends. They might actually give you some medication to go home with. It just, like I said, it's just going to depend on your physician and what they say. And they might tell you go ahead and stop. But definitely talk with a physician before you attempt to do this. But like I said, I want to talk about what it's going to be like, and what it's like when you quit drinking. Well, one of the first things that you're going to notice is you're going to have a lot of anxiety. That just comes with the territory. You're going to feel just crappy, anxious. You're not going to feel comfortable in your own skin. And that goes on for quite some time. Like I said, it's just really going to depend on how long you drank for. But most of the time, the ones I'm going to go through right here, they go away after about a week or two, it just depending. But like I said, you're going to be really anxious, and that's so really normal. It's so normal for that to happen. You're going to be shaky, and some of these might not apply to you. You might not get every single one of these symptoms, but being anxious, being really shaky, having like body pain that you don't know where it's coming from or why you have it, just having weird aches and pains is another one. Being really sweaty. I know whenever I quit drinking, and this went on for probably, I don't know, a few weeks, but would wake up in the middle of the night just covered in sweat. My clothes would be soaking wet. I would have to get up in the middle of the night and change my clothes. I would sweat so much that my shirt would literally be soaking wet. I could take it and wring it out. There would be so much sweat in it. My hair would be matted down from all the sweat that I would have from that night. Another one, and this is a really big one that everybody talks about, but lack of energy. You're not gonna feel good. You're not gonna feel like doing much. When you're drinking alcohol like that, your body relies on the alcohol as fuel, and alcohol is very easily metabolized by your body. If your body has a decision on what it wants to metabolize, it's going to go for the alcohol first, and your brain loves alcohol because it's so easily metabolized, and it uses it as fuel. And when you remove that from your body, well, now your brain doesn't have this easily accessible fuel anymore, and you're just going to feel lethargic. You're going to feel foggy. You're just not going to feel well. You're going to lose your appetite. You are going to have a lack of appetite. That's just going to come with it as well. You're not going to feel like eating a lot. A feeling of desperation, just like I said, just not feeling good. That uncomfortable, just like, a drink would make it all go away, and you're walking around pacing, just wanting that next drink. Talked about the anxiety, cravings all the time. That's just gonna come with it. You're gonna have cravings. It's gonna happen. There's not much you can do about it. And I'll talk about some ways to help alleviate some of that here in just a minute. Nausea, you're gonna feel nauseous. That just comes with it as well. Not everybody's gonna feel that, but I know I did. I've spoken to a lot of people who go through the same thing, feel nauseous all the time as well. Headaches, you're gonna get headaches. Like I said, body aches. I know that I started getting like restless leg syndrome at nighttime too. My legs were constantly moving around. I could not lay still at all. Not wanting to go anywhere. I mean, for one, you're not going to want to go anywhere because everywhere you go, you're going to see alcohol. But on top of it, you're just not going to want to go anywhere. When you associate alcohol with everything that you do, it's really hard to disassociate from that and to start doing things without having the alcohol there as a buffer, let's say, in your life. So you're gonna want to just stay home for a while, and I would highly suggest not going anywhere for a few days. Weird heartbeats, getting real fast heartbeats, having like heart palpitations sometimes. I mean, that's normal as well. Bad mood. I mean, that's for sure gonna happen. You're not gonna be in the greatest mood in the world. So I would definitely, if you're thinking about stopping drinking right now, and for a fact that you're gonna do it, maybe not talk to a bunch of people for a few days. You're probably gonna end up snapping on somebody or saying something rude to somebody because you just don't feel good, and that's okay. It's totally okay to feel like that. You're gonna have trouble sleeping. that's gonna come with it. Like I said, I had RLS from it. I just didn't feel good. I just couldn't get comfortable at night. I didn't sleep well for quite some time after I quit drinking. And depression. You've associated every single aspect of your life with alcohol. If you were drinking like I was, and now you removed such a substantial part of your life, of course you're going to feel a little depressed. You're going to feel like, like you've lost your best friend almost. And that's normal. But give it some time and those feelings will go away. I would say that, majority of these symptoms, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, most of them should be gone. Some of them are going to linger around a little bit longer, but over time they do go away. And, sometimes it could take up to a few months for some of this stuff to go away, but every day gets easier. Some things that can help you out with these symptoms, when you go when you go to quit, if you are thinking about doing it and this is something that you are deciding you're going to do and you've talked to a doctor, get yourself a bunch of comfy clothes together and just go ahead and throw those on and just hang around the house. Like I've said a million times before, get yourself a bunch of good movies that you want to watch, some good television shows that you've been meaning to binge watch for some time, and just get on some comfy clothes, sit on your couch, lay in your bed, and just relax. You deserve it. You're going through something really hard right now. This is not an easy thing to do. Give yourself a break. Just chill. Give yourself some time. Exercise. Exercise really helps out a lot. I'm not saying go out there and lift 500-pound weights, but I'm saying get out and do yourself a nice little walk. I know it can be a little bit hard to do at first, but you can do it. Just get out there and walk. Go for a mile walk. Go for a 2-mile walk, a 3-mile walk, 4-mile walk, whatever you can fit in. Get out there and do a little bit of a walk. Get your blood flowing. Get those natural endorphins going. Get yourself some nice exercise. Maybe find some chores outside that you need to get done and just get your blood pumping. It's really going to help you feel better at the end of the day. It's going to tire you out, and it's really going to help you get some sleep at night. Make sure that you're eating clean, high protein, high fiber, low carb diet. Make sure you're eating a lot of vegetables and, really nutrient dense foods. You've been depriving yourself of nutrients for quite some time. So make sure that you're trying your best to eat as much food as you can. I know it's not easy, but you really need to try to get nutrients in your body. That's really going to help with the energy levels. Take vitamins. Those help out a lot as well. I know a lot of us, when we've been drinking for a long period of times, we're vitamin deficient in all kinds of different areas. B deficiencies, D deficiencies. Make sure that, maybe go have your blood work done. See what your vitamin levels are looking like or your mineral levels. And maybe you need to take some supplements to replace those. Those will definitely make you feel better. Keeping your mind occupied. That's a huge one. And I've talked about this a bunch. But keeping your mind occupied so that you're not sitting around thinking about alcohol all day long and how you like to have that drink. Watch some really good movies. Find something that you like to do, a hobby or, whatever it may be. Something that's really going to take that time up. You'd be surprised if you get out there and start doing something that can really occupy your time. Next thing you know, the whole day's gone, and then you've made it through a whole day, and then it's on to the next day. Just remember, one day at a time. Don't start thinking about this. If you start thinking about this as, I'm never going to drink for the rest of my life again, you're setting yourself up already for failure. Just take it each day at a time. There's the reason that they say that one day at a time is because you really got to take it one day at a time. It's like in David's interview, I don't remember which part that he talked about this, but he was saying that at one point he was counting each minute at a time. And then each hour, because it's so hard to quit. Try to get at least 6 hours of sleep each night. That really helps. But like I said, you got to do some stuff to get yourself wore out a little bit. Try getting that exercise in so you can get some sleep. Doing therapy, talking with a counselor, talking with a psychiatrist, psychologist. Those can help as well. And going to group meetings, AA meetings, whatever it may be, another kind of group setting. There's all kinds of groups out there. There's NA, and you don't have to necessarily be involved in narcotics to go to an NA meeting. You can go there if you're an alcoholic. Addiction is addiction is addiction. It's all the same. I'm not saying that they're all the same, as far as what they'll do to you, but addiction is addiction. And if you talk to somebody that's been addicted to benzodiazepines for the last 20 years or somebody that's an alcoholic, I would guarantee that you guys got more in common than you would actually really believe. Some things that could really go wrong if you've been a long time drinker is that you could have delirium tremens, and I think it's something like 5% of people that drink end up getting those. You can end up with hallucinations. And delirium tremens can be very dangerous. This is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about that you could actually have some serious complications from. That's why you definitely want to talk to your doctor. High blood pressure, low body temperature, severe agitation, confusion, and heavy sweating. These are all things that could be serious complications. So that's what I'm saying. If you start having, you start hallucinating or you start having really bad shakes and tremors, you really need to go see a doctor immediately and see what they need to do for you, because that could really seriously lead to some serious complications, and definitely get that taken care of. But like I said, a majority of this stuff, 1 week, 2 weeks in, you're going to start feeling better. 3-4 weeks in, you're going to start feeling a lot better. I would say that about 3 months in, and I hate to say that because I know a lot of you probably don't want to hear that, but about 2 to 3 months is when you're really going to start feeling better, to where you're feeling pretty normal. And then give it to, 6 months to a year until you're feeling really back to yourself again. It takes time, but it's so worth it, guys. It really is. I was just talking to somebody just a second ago, and I'm going to get off of here, but I was talking to him about all these years that I was drinking. It was like I was looking through a dirty window all that time, and I didn't realize it until I quit drinking, and then I started to see clearly. It's like looking through dirty glasses. Everything's distorted, doesn't look right, but once you clean them, you can see everything so much clearer, and that's what quitting alcohol is like. It's like putting on a pair of dirty glasses, cleaning them off really well, and then putting them back on, and that's what it's like when you quit drinking. You just see life so much clearer. So anyway, guys, that's it for today. I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here. I got a bunch of things I got to do today. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all more than you'll ever know. This helps me more than you actually would believe. I love doing these videos. I love chatting with you guys, and I love helping. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. And thank you so much, everybody that's been here for so long, and all the new subscribers. I love you guys so much. With that said...